Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Through the Lens, where today we'll be reviewing a new movie by who's the director again? By Max Barbaco, Palm Springs, starring Andy Samberg and Kristen Milotti
And J.K. Simmons.
So this movie just came out a couple like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Digital only, cause digital.
Not even 2 weeks ago.
On Hulu.
Like a few days ago. Came out on the 10th.
Basically a week ago.
Yeah.
It is a week ago.
Came out on Hulu.
Alright. And
I'll read the synopsis. The general synopsis is. Wait, should I read IMDb synopsis or Wikipedia synopsis? IMDb synopsis is very short. When carefree Niles and a reluctant maid of honor Sarah has a chance encounter at a Palm Springs wedding, things get complicated as they are unable to escape the venue themselves or each other. Vague but fitting. Before spoilers.
Yes.
First impressions of the film. I really like the concept they were going. The whole spoiler thing that I can't say yet, but it was introduced early in the movie. I like the dynamic between our two main characters, Niles and Sarah, and how they develop their relationship throughout the film. Overall, I felt it's a very cool movie.
yeah. Back onto what you were saying before about it has a very new spin on what is a relatively old concept, which I really like. And I found, well, obviously, because knowing me, I don't find anything bad about films, but yes, I did like this a lot. It's a very nice watch.
Yeah.
What about you, Jack?
I agree with you, boys. It was pretty good. It is the plot is it's basically Groundhog Day, right? With the
Is that spoilers?
oh shit. No, it's not. It says like in the Wikipedia synopsis, it says that in like the first line.
But we read the IMDb synopsis.
Is it it's okay.
Well, you didn't want to spoil it to us when we watched it.
Because I wasn't sure. I was like, okay. Look, can I start that again? Can you like cut out what the I said before? All right. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I liked it too. The concept of it, it's a pretty old plot. I can think of movies that are like that, but they did some cool new stuff with it. It was a decently funny movie, and I thought the characters had good chemistry with each other, and yeah.
Nice. Alright, let's move on. First of all, we will talk about the acting. Main actors. How about our starring actors? What did you guys think about Andy Samberg and Kristen Milotti?
I'll let Jack go. I'll let Jack start because I don't know him as much as he does.
Go ahead.
I love Andy, mate. He's been in a bunch of things. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's the Lonely Island dude. They helped produce the movie actually. He's a pretty funny guy. Even though in this role was kind of a bit. Even though he's funny in this, he also had a bit more serious stuff in this as well. I think.
Yeah, he had his serious moments.
He was pretty good. Yeah, and those worked. And I also like the who did you say?
Kristen.
Who's the other one? Yeah, I like her as well, and I know her from How I Met Your Mother, and yeah, she's also good in the film. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I remember the one time Jack dragged me into his house to play Call of Duty, and then we started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the pilot episode.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's like the one other time I watched an Andy Samberg media thing. So yeah.
Well,
We can-
Andy Samberg is mainly like a comedic guy, would you say?
Yeah. Right? Yes, Jack?
I think so.
Yeah,
I
I
think
said
so.
Yeah, but he had his dramatic moments in this movie and
Yeah.
his serious moments, and I'd say he played those moments quite well.
Yeah.
Throughout the,
Well, other than that, we can't forget about J.K. Simmons all my days.
and J.K. Simmons.
Oh yeah.
How many lines did he? He had like maybe
He
like
had a couple.
a couple lines.
No, he had quite.
Yeah,
he
but
quite
like
quite a
relatively
bit.
a lot.
yeah, but compared to our two main characters, yes,
Yeah.
a
I mean,
lot
yeah,
less
'cause
lines.
he's like a.
He's it's more of a side character, but yeah.
Yeah. And it's he was not as like as I remembered him from all the films I've seen him in, like the Spider-Man ones. This one he's more right, because he's more like loud and obnoxious-ish,
Yeah,
right? This kind of
this
I
is
would
old man.
I almost
Same.
expected his character to be much more like over the top.
I
But
mean,
he played
I'm not
his
gonna
role
spoil
very
anything,
well.
but he does some over the top stuff. But then his character develops, and then he becomes a bit less over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Moving on.
that's yeah. Let's go on
Yeah.
to
Let's talk about the writing. Writing. How do you guys feel about this story, the overall storyline of this movie?
I mean, I just from my experience, I'll just say it's good. I don't really have anything else to say about it.
I'll say it's good, but very, very, very predictable. And since it's a comedy, the comedy is mostly good, but some of the jokes didn't land, I'd say. I don't know if you guys felt the same way about that.
Predictable in what sense? They're like what happens in the story, or like?
Yeah, I could predict all of the plot points. It was.
Well, I mean, like, did
it
you
was-
predict they're gonna use like quantum theory to blow themselves up and stuff?
That's
Yeah, we're
the
gonna
whole
cut that, but I'm
movie.
just asking you the question.
Oh, okay. Not quite, but I knew they would use some sort of science to get out, because that's the thing they do in like lots of movies. They always resort when it's like a time loop movie. That's a kind of a thing that they always resort to some. And they did that in Death Day, whatever that was called, Happy Death Day or something.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that movie.
I mean, yeah, and what's that other movie, the Tom Cruise one? But yeah, that's.
No, I'm gonna cut this bit out because Patronus Gold said
we
the
have to
T
cut-
word.
I mean, he spoiled the entire movie ending. That's why we had to cut it out.
Yeah, I'll just bleep it.
You just bleep it,
No.
Yeah.
and don't forget the T word. We're gonna get to that in spoiler zone.
What? Tom Cruise?
How about we just cut this whole bit out? Just cut this entire little.
Okay, fine.
Why don't we
like,
just
ended
cut
out
both
alright,
of
so
you
it's
two
good.
out? Because I, as of yet, I haven't messed up yet. We'll just cut both of you out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds good. All right, what's up, guys? My name's Sandud. I've taken over. The Unholy Trinity became the unholy person.
Nice. All right, who was talking last? Was
Jack.
Jack? Yeah,
Yours turn.
continue.
I was saying
Continue.
it was it was a bit too predictable for me, and some of the comedy didn't land quite as well as I thought. G'day, Rooster.
Hey, yeah, Mr. Rooster.
Yep, cock.
Sonny.
What
So,
about you guys?
I mean, I just said the writing was good, so I think we can move on.
What about you?
Okay. I thought they
What did you
had
think,
some
Ian?
compelling plot points in there. And like,
Yeah, some of the twists as well were kind of like, ooh, give you that, makes you
yes,
go, ooh.
Oh,
when
yeah. There's okay. I will admit the plot twist. Yeah, nah. They did kind of get me.
yeah, see,
Okay.
they
I
had
mean,
some
the
unpredictable
initial.
moments.
Okay, maybe. But like, I think okay, maybe it's just the ending stuff was kind of a bit more predictable. I guess.
Okay,
I mean, in general, the stories, not the specific plot points. I guess. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
all
Yeah.
right. I really like the character dynamics between Sarah and Niall. They kind of did it real well in the writing.
Yeah.
And the way they kind of fed off each other with the plot as well
Yes.
worked pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our takes on the writing. And now we'll talk about cinematography, or as Jack wrote here, cinematography.
No.
So it's cinematography.
Yes.
We're gonna flash it on screen or something to show our audience at home.
I
No,
will.
please don't.
No, we're gonna protect you, Jack, from the hate in the comments that you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Cinematography, lads. I liked it. Well, it wasn't really anything special that I remember,
Yeah.
but it did its job, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
I'll agree with that.
notice anything bad, but not much special. Yeah, not many things are special, but they don't seem bad, so it's unnoticeable. They work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay,
and that's
cinematography.
for cinematography. On to music, eh?
Music,
Which
yeah.
I think it's about the same as cinematography. Wasn't anything too special.
Well, yeah, but they had like some interesting track choices
Right,
in the
yeah.
end and maybe in the
In
beginning,
like
but
the
that's about it.
midsection
Yeah.
where, yeah. Oh, we'll get into it further in a spoiler section when the music actually like has to do with like the plot points or whatever.
Yeah.
And onto editing and visuals. I felt like this was a rather low budget film.
Nope.
No?
It cost 5 million to me.
Well, I guess watching Relic kind of uh, gave me a different perspective on our palm strings.
Dude,
I'm not sure.
this movie made like no money. It made 164,000.
Mm.
Because it was on Hulu, bro.
And oh yeah,
No
that's
one's
true.
on Hulu. And the people who are on Netflix, they just go on Pirate Bay and search for that shit.
Yeah.
But you make a good point. Where did where did the budget go in this movie? Was it just like to pay the actors or something? Because like the CGI wasn't. It was just like
Yeah, the
very
cave, that's
average.
about it.
I think J.K. Simmons is just a money black hole. What do you think?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, they have.
Other than that,
But it wasn't like distracting because it kind of suited the movie.
Oh, maybe it all went to the dinosaurs, mate.
The what?
The
the thing
dinosaurs.
we're not supposed to talk about yet.
Oh, what did you say? Sorry, you want to say
The
that again?
fucking
What did you say?
dinosaurs.
No, I was
What did
joking.
you
Don't say
say?
that again.
What did you say?
But they don't get it, bro. If they haven't watched the movie,
What?
they
I
don't know
don't
what
think you get
dinosaurs
it.
mean.
Well, they know that there are going to be dinosaurs.
Okay,
So?
let's be honest here. I don't think the dinosaurs were necessarily a big part of the plot.
Yeah.
I mean, what about the ending?
The ending, it was a
The ending,
wide panning
ending.
shot, like almost like a drone, and then you see, oh, big dinosaurs in the background that we saw in the middle of the movie. Ah,
Now you spoiled the movie. I didn't
Well,
spoil
I
it, you
thought
did.
this part's gonna be.
Fuck
Is
you
this part gonna
guys.
be cut out? Are we cutting this
I
part?
assume a lot of this thing is gonna get cut out and bleeped.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cut
It's more
myself
work for
out
Dio.
because I
Sorry.
said the right thing. You are the
Yeah.
ones who spoiled the movie, not me.
Hey, you started it.
You started it.
But I didn't spoil the movie. Sonny did. I
I
just
tried
said
to be as
dinosaurs.
little bit spoiler as possible because I'm assuming you're gonna cut this shit out.
Alright.
I will, but
Okay.
You will?
but I'll defend myself.
You defend yourself.
Okay.
Do you have a lawyer?
I'm
will
editing the
do
thing, so.
Yeah. Well,
Alright, next thing. What's the next thing?
I guess from here we go on to spoiler zone.
Yay,
Seriously,
spoilers,
come on.
Actually, one thing I'll bring up, Australia, mate, the Australian lad,
Oh, fucking Asian dude.
Chris Pine,
Alright.
acting
I'm
as
gonna
Trevor.
Is he an actual Australian?
Yeah, he's Australian, born in Melbourne.
Where the fuck did he wear a
This-
cowboy hat?
I don't know why an Australian's wearing a cowboy hat. Don't ask me. He just needed like an Australian accent, I guess.
Yeah.
For reference, Chris Pine was in Crazy Rich Asians and Charlie's Angels, the new one.
That's where I know Chris Pine from. Crazy Rich Asians.
I don't
yeah.
remember him from Crazy Rich Asians. Which character was
He was Colin Koo.
He
What?
was like he wasn't getting married.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
neat.
Colin, right?
He's also best known for Tomorrow When the War Began, 2010. So yeah, I guess now we've talked enough to get onto spoiler zone, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
DF recorder.
Spoiler zone. Oh wait, I need to turn off noise cancelling because Discord doesn't.
Yeah.
Discord noise cancels the. Spoiler zone.
Hell yeah. We're in the
So-
spoiler zone now, boys. Remember, timestamp here for final verdict. Now. Let's start at the start, where we meet Niall,
On
Who
November
just-
9th.
who just woke up, and
Yeah.
he has a girlfriend called.
Who
what's her
woke him
name?
up?
Yeah. What's her name?
Misty.
Misty. And they fucked around a little bit. Then he wanked,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
then we are introduced to the whole wedding setting,
Yeah.
where
It's the wedding of Tyler and Abe.
yes,
And then you get Sarah, who is Tyler's sister, and she's drunk. Very drunk.
but now we meet the dude first in the pool.
Dude first in the pool.
Yeah. I kind of forgot what they said in that bit.
They're
'Cause
like, what do you think about today or some shit? And Niall's like, today is the same as tomorrow as it is yesterday.
right, I remember, yeah.
And
Which is
why that,
foreshadowing
guys?
the big. It's foreshadowing the big plot point that we've been bleeping out all this time. Ready? We're gonna say it at the same time. 3,
How about we get
2, 1.
Dinosaur.
Time loop.
Time loop?
Dinosaurs. So yeah, Palm Springs is a movie about. It's basically Jurassic Park, but with retarded humans.
Yeah.
Yeah. And moving on.
See,
Ni-
after that, again,
Niles has a well, no. Sarah has been brought on to have a big speech because she's the maid of honor,
mm-hmm.
and then Niles saves her by delivering the best speech that one granny has ever heard in her entire life.
That's true.
And Niles and Sarah start to talk, and then they find Misty cheating on Niles, and then they run off into the desert to have some sexy fun time before Niles is not shot in the knee, but shot in the shoulder by an arrow. By J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, he's called Roy in this movie.
Yep. Roy.
Then
Niles
he goes towards a mysterious amber light in a nearby cave, which is like the portal to restart the day. And then he tells Sarah, "Don't follow me," so she follows him. And then they go into.
And now they're both in a time loop.
Yes.
Now I think we need to do our best to define how time loop works in this movie.
Well, basically, if you die or fall asleep, you restart the day, or you can always just you can go to the cave, and then that will also restart the day.
And the way you start this time loop is by actually going into the cave.
Yeah.
And yeah, after that, Sarah wakes up on November 9th and she's super confused.
Guys, we forgot the very important plot point at the very, very start. Do you guys remember what happened?
You wanked?
There was a goat. You guys remember the goat?
Oh, the goat!
It's a very important goat.
Don't forget the goat. The goat will return.
Yeah, yes, you see a goat the first bit of the movie.
And then you see some weird shit happening to the earth with all the amber stuff happening.
Yep. But yeah. Moving on. Sarah wakes up on November 9th and she freaks the fuck out. And Niles just thinks life is going on as usual, so we also see him following the same path that he took yesterday because he just wants to have fun. And then Sarah jumps into the pool and grabs, "What did you do to me? What did you do to me?"
Yeah.
Drink some water.
Accurate reenactment.
And then, what's her name? The one getting married? Tala comes out.
Yeah. And
then she trips and breaks her tooth.
Pops both front teeth out. Very hilarious scene. Very relatable. Absolutely. Yeah. And then that freaks everyone out, so Sarah has to run away, basically. And then Niles follows her.
Yes. And then they explain the time loop, right?
Yeah,
yes.
He explains the time loop, man.
Then she tries to escape the time loop by driving the car into a truck.
Nah.
To suicide, right?
She tried going home first, bro, while not sleeping. And then when she got home, she slept and then reset, and she's like, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And then they explained the thing. And then they talked to more about, like, how do we get out? And now it's just like, you can't. And then they crashed into a truck.
Now it also reveals the like what actually happened with Roy.
Oh yeah.
And how he occasionally comes to hunt Niles and torture him.
Mr. Roy, right? They were at this party. It was the wedding, right?
Yeah, it was the wedding.
They were at the wedding together, and then they got high and partied together, and then while Mr. Adams Sandberg was under the influence of cocaine, he made the bad decision to be like, hey, you know what? Let's take Roy into the cave. Then now Roy's stuck in the time loop and he hates Niles. And then kills him sometimes.
Yes. And by the way, that coke came from the Australian.
Yeah.
Yes.
A very important point.
Very important. Definitely not a political statement. Not that I would know what video. I'm not saying anything. Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Yeah. And
Remember that.
after that, and we see the bonding between Niles and Sarah. While they just like fuck around in the time loop.
Because Sarah accepted that they can't really do shit.
Yeah. And
So we
so
get a
they just like,
montage of them fucking around.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the music in this bit. Was it like a song?
I don't remember either.
Well, they eventually camp out in the desert, and
Take some
Guys.
mushrooms.
they saw the dinosaurs. They were dinosaurs.
Cause they took the shrooms.
Yes. And then they have some more sexy fun time.
Their
Yeah.
first sexy fun time. Because
They didn't.
in quotation
was it the
marks.
first?
In quotation marks.
Well, it is like the first official one because when they first met and tried to, when they first met in the movie and tried to sexy fun time in the desert, Roy shot at Niles in the shoulder.
Well, also, like, Sarah asked Niall, have you ever fucked me before? And he's like, nah. But later on,
Yeah,
he exposed
Should've
that he
mentioned that.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then they have the
the big plot twist.
big plot twist. Yeah. Sarah wakes up the next day, and then you find out where is she waking up?
In the groom's room.
Yes.
That's because
Big
the
plot
night
twist.
before she was with Abe.
Oh wait,
Tyler's,
there was foreshadowing of
fiancé.
that, like in the early bit of the movie, where it's just like, maybe we can stop this by doing something really sincere. Remember?
Oh yeah.
But we
Yeah,
didn't
that
know
was
what
one of
she
the
said.
things she thinks. Yeah.
Which is the whole plot of Groundhog Day. By like fixing up a whole town, he got out the loop.
Yeah.
It was. Was that how he got out?
Yeah, he learned enough about the whole town that he did so many good things, and hooked up with her like with his TV producer or whatever, and then he got out of the time loop.
Oh. Oh yeah, and she thinks it's like that, so she tells her sister the truth about the affair, and yeah,
But that didn't
Yeah.
work.
yep, and it didn't matter because the day reset anyway.
Yep.
Anyway, back to present day when yeah, so she's guilty about that, and then she refuses to talk to Niles and says everything's meaningless. And then they drive, and then the cop comes. But it's not really a cop. Who is it?
It's Roy.
It's Roy, mate. And then the shooting thing happens. He gets like a gun and stuff, and then she hits him with a car and kills him.
Well, sends him to hospital.
Oh yeah.
But we don't see that. We always see is she gets out the car, tricks into smashing Roy with his own police car and all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Sarah and Niles have a nice little conversation when Niles admits that he had sex with Sarah, something he had lied about.
And
Yep.
she basically goes, "Fuck you," and then kills herself.
Yeah, to restart the day. And now Niles is sad.
Because Sarah.
And he tries to look
Oh,
for her to apologize, but she's missing.
yes. Niles can't find her.
Then he figures out the affair.
By sniffing perfume on bed.
Confronts Abe about it in one day. Yeah.
And now
Runs Abe.
Niall
Don't
realizes.
forget the one fight scene where he sticks a fork into the side of Abe's head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And now Niall realizes that he misses Sarah.
In fact, he
And that
loves
he's
it.
in love with Sarah. Yeah.
Do I need to do like a love theme or something on my recorder? Because please don't make me do that.
Can you do the John Cena
Oh, we
theme?
have a love team.
No, I've got one.
John Cena?
Love.
Yes.
Do
And
it.
so,
I thought you were gonna do John Cena thing.
okay, fine.
Guys, the thunder is coming.
Yep.
I can't figure this shit out. All right. So, Niles realizes that he loves Sarah, and so he travels to Irvine to talk to Roy.
Then
And,
Roy gives
Roy-
him advice
Yes.
and then says, "Fuck you, go away and never speak to me again." And then Roy kills Niles for the last time.
Nice.
Yep.
But where
And
was
that's like-
Sarah this time?
Yes. We see Sarah. We see
Doing
Sarah
the-
has been doing her own stuff. Sarah confronted Abe, as well as Niles confronting Abe. Sarah
Maybe
then
she-
resolves to escape the time loop because she doesn't want to keep waking up in Abe's bed every morning. So
Yeah.
she spends many days in the diner studying quantum physics.
Yep.
In fact, there's a famous physicist, Clifford Johnson, who made a cameo.
Oh yeah. I
The
remember.
person she video called a professor, and that person was Cliff Johnson, who's a professor at the University of Southern California Department of Physics and Astronomy.
Yeah,
So yeah, they got an actual physicist to come on the show.
very cool, mate.
Very cool.
Pretty cool.
Physicist? Should I say
She-
professor?
She
Oh,
tells
is he a
Niles
professor?
about her plan.
Yeah, he's a professor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a physicist. I'm not being stupid. Go on.
Alright, she tells Niles about the plan, which is to blow themselves up while they're in the cave at the exact right time so it can like destroy the cave and end the time loop.
Yeah.
Oh
And
boy,
then,
rain's getting loud.
but then
That's a
Niles
bit-
is like, "I love you. We have to stay in the time loop forever." Because
Yeah.
he doesn't know if anything will work outside of the Palm Springs time loop. And then she leaves him, and then Niles breaks up with Misty.
Well, he did that kind of a bunch of times.
Oh my god, it's raining. Okay,
Yeah,
A good thing I can't
it's
hear
kind
the
of
rain.
scary.
Hey.
it is. It's pretty heavy. So the final day, Sarah attends the wedding and gives a speech, and warns Abe not to mess anything up with her. Then goes to the cave with explosives. In the meantime, Niles is at the bar, and he decides he will do it. He'd rather die with her than remain in the loop alone. Then he gets the the fucking motorbike, rides to her, and then they agree to do it together, and then she goes, "I love you," and then they kiss, and then
They blow up.
boom, everything blows up,
Yes.
and then I wake up the next day and realize, oh shit, it's November 10th. And the
Bro,
plan
you
worked.
forgot.
Hey, don't
The
forget the
goat.
goat.
Oh shit, yeah, she tested out if the plan would work beforehand on the goat. And the goat
Yes.
exploded, so we assumed the goat was okay.
The goat is the real goat.
Because the
Then-
goat no longer exists in that day.
I really like how they work. They took advantage of the whole time loop situation, made a joke out of it. He convinced when his car broke down because of a stupid tie, and then he convinced the one guy that remember, he was like, what was it? You lost your virginity to a woman in a bar in the bathroom. I'm your son.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
That was so funny.
Then there's a mid-credit scene, you know, where Roy goes to Niles at the wedding, and then Niles does not recognize him because the plan has worked for Niles to escape, and Roy is
Yeah.
very happy.
Because Sarah
Yes.
left a note for Roy. So Roy's like, goes to the wedding to us.
Yeah.
So yeah, it worked.
Wait, what? Fair enough. It's happy ever after for everyone.
Yes.
Yes, and that's how the movie
And
ended.
then there are dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
We see what's it? Sarah and Niles chilling in the pool, but everyone's left, and then the family's coming along and say, "What the fuck are you doing in our pool?" And then we pan out and we see the dinosaurs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
if anything, I have a theory about this movie that is probably not a maybe valid theory, but whatever. This was all in their imagination.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Just putting it out there.
Maybe
So, yeah.
the messages were all dinosaurs deep down.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on a second. Oh, the dinosaurs that we see,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
they're from an actual tourist attraction in California.
Oh,
Holy
shit,
shit,
they're
it's
not
thundering
dinosaurs.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cabazon dinosaurs. So apparently the dinosaurs were just animated from the real life dinosaur figures.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
For reference, the ones that we see in the film, he's called Dinny the dinosaur. Dinny the
Very
dinosaur is also a gift shop.
I see.
Ooh.
Have you ever wanted to go inside a dinosaur?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to go into a dinosaur. Hell yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah. How long's the recording, Dio?
Yeah, I should have checked that.
It's probably like 40 minutes now or something, right?
Ah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. We're 37 minutes in.
37 minutes.
This
I
is
mean,
like
this was
the
a
quickest
short.
review. Yeah. From all of that.
Well,
And
out
still-
of
it's still,
4.
like, gotta be
Yeah,
edited
because
as well.
oh, yesterday was supposed to be a short review, but we keep talking about random shit. So that,
Well, we did talk
Go
about a
on.
lot of random shit today as well.
but it still relates to the movie. But like yesterday, we kept
Yeah.
on. Well, we did, but like I kept rambling on about Dementia, and that like took 20 minutes.
Any other takeaways from this film before we give a final verdict?
Oh yeah, what I was saying before about it's pretty similar to like all other time travel movies like Groundhog Day and stuff. Even the idea of like quantum physics, we've seen that and stuff. In, like basically any time thing that is like science. Yeah. I know where I was going with that. But yeah, that's what I had to say.
Yeah. I after watching this one, I kind of had another like existential crisis of like, wow, I am actually so lonely.
Because
Oh,
they
no.
happily ever after. They're like, damn, I don't have anyone.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I go to my bed and I see my little stuffed toys. At least I have you guys.
That's sad, bro.
Oh.
That is
It
sad.
would be less sad if you didn't have those toys.
Hey, at
Probably.
least you have the other two members of the Trinity.
Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Z to the E to the F to the R to the O to the
Did
S.
you miss the F?
And some dickhead called Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
G'day, kids.
Final
That
verdict?
sounds oddly pedophilic.
No. Okay, shall we go to final verdicts?
Yeah, change the subject. Let's go. So, welcome back, everyone, to our final verdict.
Yep.
Right, as always, Dio starting.
I'm feeling a strong 7 on this one. Very fun movie to watch. Story is engaging, and so are the characters. Yeah. Who's up next?
All right, Jack.
All right, I'm feeling a light 8 on this one.
Okay.
The story is engaging, and so are the characters.
Bro, why are you copying me, man?
Wait, I have more to say. Yeah, I thought the story was pretty good. It did a decently unique twist on the Groundhog Day formula. Its acting was good. The cinematography and music were pretty standard. The screenplay was pretty funny, though not perfect. It was still some stuff that wasn't that funny. And the it was a bit predictable. So yeah, that's why it's a light 8 for me.
All right.
But overall, yeah, it's a good movie. You guys should watch it.
Mhm.
I forgot if we talked about this or not. This is Mark Barbakow's directorial debut.
Oh damn.
Yeah, we did talk about that. So yeah, I feel like that adds on to my rating of this. But as a movie by itself, I'm feeling a light 8 as well. I liked it a lot. Nothing I can really hate on it for. Eh, yeah, just a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a combined score of 8, I'd say 8 out of 10.
Well, if you want to do the math, 7.6. 6, and on and on.
Let's
It's
round it
a
down to 7.5.
well, because he said a strong 7, right?
Yeah.
A
It's
strong
kinda
7, and we
let's
did
say it's
all,
up
and we
near
both
an
did a
8.
light 8. All right, 7.5.
So it's about
There we go,
yeah.
7.5.
Yeah.
Because numbers have weights, apparently.
Yeah, they do.
Trust us, guys. We do math. Don't worry.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And that's our review of Palm Springs.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure you. Huh?
What?
Okay. Okay, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment what our next next movie we should review is, and hit that notification bell, notification squad.
Where you at?
Yeah, Grayson.
I bet Grayson isn't even on the notification squad.
Oh yeah, probably.
He probably hasn't
yeah.
even made it to this part of the video.
Well, he could have skipped to the verdicts, but I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well.
Alright, get us to 10 subscribers and we'll do a 10 subscriber special, remember?
Yeah. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. If you do miss it, I'll be coming over to your house and I'll eat your dog.
Exactly.
After the quarantine is ended, you know.
Of course,
Yes, we gotta be safe.
the quarantine is ended. Don't want to give nobody COVID-19 or anything.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching. See ya.
See you next time.